I'm Gary Bushell. Sorry. I forgot who I was.
I'm Andrew Collinge. I've won British Hairdressers... Sorry, excuse me. I'm Andrew Collinge. I've won British Hairdresser of the Year twice. I find my career both challenging and exciting, but...
My name's Craig Charles. In the 90s, I was Gary Wilmot. My name's Craig Charles. What, are we doing it again?
To a special Weakest Link edition of Outtake TV. Now, the question I'm asked more than any other is why on earth do people want to come onto the Weakest Link and be humiliated? And you know, after nearly 1,000 shows, it's still a puzzle to me.
Do you do your maintenance engineering?
In the bakery in Bolton.
Oh, what do they make at the bakery?
They make cakes.
What sort of cakes?
Cherry bakewells, mince pies.
Cherry bakewells? Lots and lots?
Lots and lots and lots, yes.
How many lots every day? How many?
Every day about 200,000.
Every day, 200,000 cherry bakewells?
Approximately, yeah.
Imagine that, Nat.
Hello, madam. I'm from the electricity company. Understand you've got a problem. How can I help?
Well, then what's likely to happen after that?
You'll probably say I've got no lights. And I'll
We've got no lights?
Unfortunately, that's the way I talk. That's my accent. I can't do anything about that.
OK.
And then I'd say, can I come in and check your electricity box?
Where does your job come in with the cherry bakewells?
If the line that producing the bakewells is broken down,
yeah,
get on it and fix it as soon as possible.
And do you sometimes fall into the mix?
No, we don't fall into the mix. The mix falls onto us sometimes.
Does it?
Yeah.
So do you go home all cherry bakewelled?
Sometimes, yes.
Imagine that, Nat. So, Chris, do you just do funerals or do you do weddings?
We'll do weddings if you want.
OK, put your board down and go to your right. OK, put your coffin face on. And what if I tell you a joke?
It wouldn't make any difference.
You couldn't laugh?
I know when to be dignified.
OK, put your wedding face on.
Hi, Annie. Nice to meet you.
Don't call me Annie.
OK.
If you meet me at the wedding and I don't look too good, do you think there's a customer?
Well, I think there's people queuing up to bury you, put it that way.
Touche. And here's a few more brave souls who are willing to take me on.
Have you seen The Weakest Link on television?
Yes, I'm a big fan.
Are you?
No. No, I am. I like it a lot.
You think it's artificial and tacky, don't you?
Artificial and tacky? Did I say that?
You think I'm like a transvestite, and I'm an argument for a childless marriage.
I never said that.
You did in the Radio Times.
Oh, yes, I did. You're right. Yeah. Yes, but only with the sense
Wait
of...
a minute. Let's hear the excuse.
Oh, there's no excuse. It's just a sort of genuine sort of poking fun at someone you really like and respect.
You crawler, you.
You make a living out of saying nasty things and...
Of course I do.
Sort of tongue-in-cheek. And,
no, they're not tongue-in-cheek. Is it true you were a sex god in the 80s?
No.
What did you do in the 80s?
I just talked a load of...
Why have you got diddy hands? Are you a diddy detective sergeant?
You'll have to ask me Dad why I've got small hands on it.
Oh, any other bits of you small like that?
No, my hands do make it look bigger.
Just before you go, do you think you could tell us a joke that isn't dirty, anti-gay, racist?
A million?
Just one will do.
Oh, well, it was Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman.
This is racist.
Is it? Well, that's it then. Good night.
Bernard Manning, at least he was honest. Of course, I'm not just a nasty quiz show host. Good heavens, no. Sometimes I can be a very understanding agony aunt, a shoulder to cry on as contestants reveal the moving, poignant details of their lives.
So, Barry the chef, I
Yes,
bet
Anne.
you have women falling at your knees, don't you?
I wish, Anne.
Oh, but all women like a man who can cook.
Yeah, but I'm in the kitchen, so no women get to see me, and I don't socialise that much, so...
You haven't even got a girlfriend.
No, I haven't, Anne. You offering?
Oh. Sad Barry. When did you
I'm
last
never
have
sad, Anne. No, never.
When did you last have a girlfriend?
Be honest, about a year ago.
Oh, very, very sad, Barry. And where do you work, Barry?
At the Falmouth Beach Resort Hotel.
Oh, even sadder. What can you cook?
Anything that's on the menu, Anne.
So, with no girlfriend, you live on your own, do you?
No, I share a house with my landlady.
Oh, how old is she?
I don't know, I never asked her age, Anne. It's impolite.
Oh, you had a bit of a thing with her?
Never, ever.
Doesn't even she fancy you?
No, I must be ugly, Anne.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
How many wives have you had so far?
None whatsoever.
You've never had a wife,
Never had a wife.
but you've become engaged.
I've become engaged.
What's your fiancée called?
Rumiana, and she's from Bulgaria.
Where did you meet her?
It was the junction of Golders Green Road and the North Circular Road. 7 flowers.
You met her on the North Circular Road. She was flogging flowers. Was
Exactly, yes. No, I don't. I made you laugh, Miss Robinson.
she? So, Julie, do you work out?
Only at sex.
I'm sorry.
Only with sex. That's all the work that
So, Romania from Bulgaria.
No, it's Rumiana from Bulgaria. If you give me a map, I'll show you.
No. So, Rumiana was flogging flowers.
Exactly, yes.
You met her on the North Circular,
It was very romantic.
near the World of Leather, was it?
No.
Did you make any lasting friendships?
I did actually, yes.
Did you? Now, keep your hands by your sides. It's more fun for us. Certainly for the audience.
Yes, I did.
And who did you make a lasting friendship with?
A very nice young man. As you do.
As you do. What's
Yeah.
he called?
Bobby.
Bobby?
Yes.
And how old's Bobby? Don't scratch when I'm talking to
I
you.
feel very uncomfortable now, Anne. 20.
And how old are you?
34.
And what first attracted you to a 20-year-old?
What do you think?
Hop back on. Peter,
Yes,
had you
Miss
been curb crawling long when you picked up Romania?
It hadn't been called, no. It's You got me at it now. It's Rumiana.
I do so hope I haven't got you at it.
OK, next, let's concentrate on what should be the main point of any quiz, answering questions correctly.
Start the clock. Jim, in human anatomy, the glabella is the normally smooth area of skin between the inner ends of which two hairy structures?
I don't really want to discuss it.
Eyebrows.
In the British Secret Services, the name of the agency known as Military Intelligence Section 6 is usually abbreviated to what?
MI5.
Even MI6 has. In an English court of law, the wig of a judge is made from the hair of which animal?
A yak.
A horse. In 1986, which future team captain on the TV comedy series Have I Got News For You became editor of Private Eye magazine?
Gary Lineker.
Ian Hislop. In cartoons, after a blow to the head, characters traditionally see which luminous celestial bodies?
Sorry?
In food, the name Mr. Whippy is often used by businesses selling which type of food? Ice cream or hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Even ice cream. In traditional Greek cuisine, yogurt is often eaten with which sweet substance made by insects?
Hummus.
No, honey. In religion, in the New Testament, the Apostle Matthew is referred to as a publican, meaning he did what? Ran a bar or collected taxes?
The first one.
No, it's the second one, Belinda. In art, which word for an unclothed figure is an anagram of June?
Jar.
Nude. Devines, in the phrase pop music, the word pop is an abbreviation of which adjective?
That's really bad, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Natalie, in classical music, the Hallelujah chorus is part of which oratorio by Handel?
Sound of music?
No, the Messiah. In facial cosmetics, what B is a term for the pinkish cream or powder that is used to add colour to the cheeks?
Rouge.
Blusher,
Blusher,
B. The annual boat race between Oxford and Cambridge universities takes place on which river?
The Cambridge River.
The Thames.
Thames.
In the UK, what is the usual term for the two-day period comprising Saturday and Sunday?
Boxing Day.
Weekend. In politics, the Scottish Parliament is based in which city?
London.
Edinburgh. In spelling, which two letters prefix the word man to make a word meaning a member of the opposite sex?
Could you repeat the question, please?
In spelling, which two letters prefix the word man to make a word meaning a member of the opposite sex?
Effie. Effie. Yeah. Feminine. Female, yeah. Female. Effie. Feminine.
You thought of woman?
Effie. What?
Woman?
Woman. What about woman?
Woman! W-O!
An impressive display there from Dick and Dom, or if you prefer, Thick and Dumb. OK, questions aside, answer me this. How hard can it be to hold up a piece of tin, turn it over and say a name? Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
William.
Mark.
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 Mark. Steph.
Roslyn.
Nabraj.
Steph.
Sandy.
Bradley.
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 Sorry.
Joe.
Michael.
Joe.
Liz.
Simon.
Mark.
Sandra.
Daniel.
Stephen.
Gail.
Stephen.
Anita.
Sandy.
Declan.
Sandy.
Anita.
And you know, for the celebs, we make it even easier. All they have to do is press a button.
Nikki.
Nikki.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lizzie.
Richard.
Are we doing that again? Are we doing it again because of Colin?
Yes, we are.
Are you with us or against us?
I'm on your side. I didn't see the red light. I'm sorry.
It's always the old ones. I don't like having old... I promise you, I do not like having old people on this programme.
Mark.
Nutter.
Aldo.
Nutter.
Nutter. Paul.
Anthony.
Aldo. Nutter. There's no red light, all right?
The unready, unsteady cook, Paul Rankin. Actually, after performances like that, it's often a relief to get back to everyday contestants.
Violet, you
Yes,
are
sir.
the weakest link. Goodbye, Violet.
What did I do? What did I do?
Walk for me, please.
Walk? With the board or put it down?
No. And you walk.
Thank you.
Not yet.
Order. Now, you've got a non-speaking part.
Right.
Violet, who I thought we'd never get rid of. Dear old Violet, her eyes are still haunting me. Then there was Craig Charles. So, Craig,
Yes, ma'am.
just remind me what you did in the 90s.
Well, lots of things. Red Dwarf, Robot Wars.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah. Kind of named after you, really. I do a show called Weapons of Mass Distraction now, Friday nights, ITV, midnight. Kind of a chat entertainment show.
Bit late.
We don't all go to bed as early as you, Anne. We don't all need the beauty sleep. My dad's going to kill me because he loves you. Can you take me home, tie me up and speak to me in Latin? Am I the strongest link?
Yes. What a shame.
You managed to admit that bit, Anne.
I thought...
I was the strongest link in that last round. Go on, just say it. The way you do it. Go on.
OK. Craig, whose poems don't rhyme, you were the strongest link in the last round. Start with the strongest link from the last round. The strongest link from the last round. That was Craig. He was the strongest link from the last round.
I thought you'd been ignoring me. We had a little talk before, and you haven't spoken to me again. I thought I might have upset you.
This isn't blind date, Craig.
Now I miss you more than I missed you before, and now how I'll find comfort, God knows, 'cause you left me just when I needed you most, and I love you, baby.
Yes, Craig, definitely one of the strongest links. And here's a few more.
Scott,
Yes.
what makes you think you're gay?
Looking at you.
Hey, Colin, have you been to the gym today?
No, I thought this would be a strong enough workout for me here. And I was right.
Have you ever been to a gym?
Yes?
Have you?
To watch.
So there's a young man, right, and he's in a village.
Well, and where do you feature?
Well, I'm 43, so I just put a lot of makeup on, so you know what I mean. Just pull it back a bit. You know exactly what I mean.
And you got a silver.
Certainly did, yeah.
Why didn't you get the gold?
Because we weren't good enough for the gold.
In what way weren't you good enough?
The other team were better.
So, Herbert, do you do the hair of any royal people?
I've had a few queens come in my salon. So...
So, Tony never really made the big time?
No. No, that's, I think that's quite true.
Don't go soft on me, because I can't be horrid to you if you're going to get all... What are you
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Why have you got your hand in your pocket?
Because you make me nervous, and when I get nervous, I just want to hold myself.
suppose if Hickey posed nude for Cosmo, he'd need a big champagne bottle, would he?
I haven't seen him in the shower.
In the shower? What do you like in the shower?
Ding dong.
You work in a bungalow?
Yes.
Say yes, Anne.
Yes, boss.
There's nothing upstairs.
Plenty. Plenty downstairs, Anne.
Now tell me, what have you recently been doing?
I've just finished a year in HMS Pinafore touring for the Carl Rosa Opera Company.
Oh, I think we should hear a little of it, don't you?
My fees are too high for you.
Please.
I can't do it without an orchestra. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm an actor. You said about actors
Colin,
earlier.
I've been so looking forward to you being here, and I fancy you like mad. Please do a little bit more.
God, if I was 2 years younger.
And the good news is you're moving to Wiltshire.
That's good news for Wiltshire, yes.
But not such good news for those of us in Gloucestershire.
Thank goodness we're avoiding your county, Anne.
Thank goodness you are.
We're only a stone's throw away,
Unfortunately.
but our aim is good.
Neil and Christine earning honest money for a change. Oh, and Colin Baker you saw there, a former Doctor who incidentally has a beautiful voice, but was far too wise to perform on demand. On the other hand, it's sometimes hard to stop the non-professionals.
Volvians, you reign #1. You're better than Diamond or even Whitacombe. You're the queen of mean with the icy stare, ruggish manny looks and Victorian-styled hair. With the answers in front, you're not as clever as you think, so goodbye, Mrs. Robertson. You're the weakest link.
Can't you see the most beautiful girl in the world? Oh, plain to see, you're the reason why God made a girl. Oh,
oh, Annie, I am but a fool. Darling, I love you, though you treat me cruel.
OK.
You hurt me.
OK. Can you sing?
Apparently so, yeah.
Let's hear you.
I don't think this is the right show.
I've just asked you to sing. You sing.
With your ginger hair, your saucy smile and your cheeky little wink, I'm your biggest fan. I love you, Anne. Let me win the weakest link.
I'm not singing without... I've got a sore throat. And I'm full of flu.
Just give us an example of your singing.
You sure? In no sunshine when she's gone, one. There's only darkness every day. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime that she goes away.
What language was that in?
That's called bunged up flu-nosed Peter language. Do you like it?
Can you sing?
No, not very well. I can make meringues.
Not a boast you hear every day. But when it comes to singing, let's take a look at my all-time favourite. Ladies and gentlemen, direct from Leamington Spa, I give you Robert.
Well, I thought I had seen pretty girls in my time, but that was before I met you. And I've never seen one that I wanted for life, but that was before I met you.
Oh, I love that.
You like
I
that?
really like that, yes, my sort of music. So, Robert, give us another verse.
Another verse.
Just don't worry about them, just you and me, babe.
I wanted to ramble and always be free, but that was before I met you. For I once had a dream about living alone, but that was before I met you.
So, Robert, give us another verse.
There's only 2 verses to that song.
Well, don't sing it, you know.
I'll give you the chorus then.
OK.
I thought I was swinging the world by the tail and thought I could never be blue. Well, I thought I'd been loved and thought I'd been kissed, but that was before I met you.
By now, everyone at home's dancing around their television.
I still get goosebumps. Finally, Nick Hayward again. Remember, once the sweet, fresh-faced, innocent lead singer of Haircut 100, but now, frankly, just a dirty old man. Good night.
God, this is really, you know, I can't believe this, actually. This is so weird, it's surreal. What, is that a mask you're wearing, by the way? The thing here? Is that a mask?
Just get on with it, Nick.
Sorry, but I tell you what, it's giving me the horns. I'm not joking, honestly. A little tinge,
I'm old enough to be your mother. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're old enough to be my lover.
So, Nick, have you always gone for older women?
When I want a good yeah.
So, could you say that nicely?
Sorry, it just came out, sorry.
But much as I appreciate the compliment,
Right.
it is early Saturday night, so
Yeah.
pretend I've just asked you and answer me nicely. As if
Okay.
it's your granny who's asked.
OK.
So, Nick, have you always fancied older women?
When I need a little
No,
bit
Nick,
of...
what you say is no, just you, Anne, OK?
OK, just you, yes. Should we have an exclusive relationship?
I'm not bothered.
Or do you want to involve others, or...?
Nick!
Just us, OK.
Have you always fancied older women?
Yes.
I know this will be difficult,
Yeah.
but just before I leave you, could you manage to form one full sentence?
Well, no, because that's not my style. It just bits come to me, and then other bits just switch off, and I can't think at all. And then something will switch on, and I think, God, you're gorgeous. And then it comes out, and I can't stop. That's poetry. Your poetry. You're beautiful.
I think you're absolutely super. So gorgeous.
Yeah. I just can't get home quick enough with you. I just want to get out the show. I want to get some nice trousers on, a nice shirt, relax, a bottle of wine, and stop off at the chemist on the way home to get some cream.
Have you finished? Would you like to sing me a bit of a love song before you go?
A love song. Okay. I went off to the right without saying goodbye.
Okay.